Yeah, Brandy, Mike, good midday, and I can tell you from the start of the polls opening here, we saw lines forming. Right as the polls opened, lines and people very excited about the opportunity to vote in this election. What do we hear from people? That excitement, the idea that they understand they're part of a swing state that could be vital to deciding who ultimately wins the White House. How important is Pennsylvania? Well, last year it was the state that, or 4 years ago rather, it was the state that pushed Joe Biden over the line and into the White House. This year it was so important that the vice president finished her campaigning by spending the whole day in Pennsylvania. It ended with a huge rally, star-studded rally on the Rocky Steps from the movie here in Philadelphia, and it was Lady Gaga, it was Oprah Winfrey, it was will.i.am. It was a huge celebration. On the other side of things, former President Trump did spend a big part of his day in Pennsylvania, but wrapped things up in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Michigan, also a swing state. And he spoke till well after 1:30 in the morning. And the message from both wasn't so much, Mike and Brandy, trying to win over undecided voters. Instead, they were saying, make sure you go to the polls, both saying that we have the power to win this election if supporters turn out and vote. And so it was more a get out the vote ending salvo from both campaigns than it was any trying to win over those who may be undecided.
This race has been contentious at times. Have there been any concerns about security, not just where you're at, but across the country?
Yeah, most certainly, and we've certainly seen it here and across the entire state of Pennsylvania. What we've seen is a stepped-up presence of security, and I should say some of that very visual. They want people to see that they are out here and that it's going to be safe to come and cast your ballot. No threats that are known at this point, but again, not willing to take any chances. We've seen the fences go up in the heightened security in D.C. as well, and especially around the White House. But in several polling areas, there is a stepped-up patrol in effect. There are stepped-up officers, and that will likely continue until this thing is decided. Let's talk a little bit about that. As you know, Pennsylvania and Wisconsin, two states that it takes a little longer to count the votes, and here's why. In most states, they begin counting some of those early mail-in ballots long before Election Day. But here in Pennsylvania and Wisconsin, you can only begin on Election Day, in the morning on Election Day. So they started that this morning. I talked to election officials who say if this turns out to be the state where the count may matter, may determine who wins the White House, or really, even if it doesn't, it's going to take some time. Now, not through the weekend like it was 4 years ago, but at least today, more likely 2 or more to get an official winner. So they've started that process as the voting has started as well. And when it's all said and done at the end of the day, we may have a little more waiting left, Mike and Brandy, before we know who's won this election.
Absolutely. Jay Gray reporting live for us in Philadelphia. Thanks so much for that report. Meanwhile, voters also heading to the polls here in California. They are, of course, deciding on state and local races, including 10 different propositions.
Volunteers are hard at work at voting centers across the state. Let's get to KCRA3's Leticia Ordaz live inside the Sacramento County Election Office. And safety and security continue to be top of mind for officials.
Good morning, Mike and Brandy. Yes, we have seen a number of sheriff's deputies making the rounds around the headquarters. Super convenient because they're located right next door, but officers will be busy all day long. They're going to be patrolling throughout the 88 vote centers just to make sure that it's a smooth process for everyone. It's a very noisy room that I'm inside of right now. This is a behind the scenes look here at the elections office in Sacramento County. This is the mail sorting room, and to tell us a little bit more about that is Ken Kasparis with Sacramento County. And Ken, just an exciting process as we're seeing so many ballots come in.
Yeah, so we've received over 351,000 ballots so far. That number is going to sharply jump today as a lot of people drop off their ballots on Election Day. So this machine right here just helps us sort all of those. That's something we absolutely could not do by hand.
Absolutely. And what's the message that you want to tell voters? They have that ballot sitting on their counter right now, and there's an urgency to get it in the mail or get it to a vote center.
Yeah, if you have not cast your ballot yet this election, be sure you do so today. They have to be either postmarked by today, dropped in a ballot box, or voted at a vote center by 8 p.m.
And that's something that you said some people still don't understand. They try to turn it in the next day, or you said in one case years later.
Yeah, we have definitely had ballots mailed back to us for elections that happened years ago. Those don't count. If they're not in by 8 p.m. today, it's not going to count.
Well, thank you for all you do. We know you have a long day ahead. You got in just before 4 this morning. You're not leaving until what time?
About 11.
Okay, about 11. So maybe he'll be in bed by midnight. We shall see. But a long day ahead for everyone. They are expecting to release the first results of the election for Sacramento County here by 8:15 tonight. Reporting live here in Sacramento County, Leticia Ordaz, KCRA 3 News.
Yeah, they're going to keep that coffee percolating
Oh yeah, in bed
all
by
day
midnight
long.
is pretty ambitious for sure.
All right, Leticia, thanks so much. Meanwhile, those polls do close at 8 o'clock tonight. As long as you are in line by law, you will be allowed to vote.
Meanwhile, turning now to San Joaquin County, elections workers are just getting started on their busy day ahead as well.
Let's get to KCR3's Melanie Wingo live from the registrar's office. Polls have been open a couple of hours now. How are things going there?
Well, there's an ebb and flow of crowd traffic here going up to the San Joaquin County Registrar's office. You can see they're prepared for anything. They have the cones set up right in this lane, turning off of North San Joaquin Street and then up to the ballot box. For voters who need a little bit more assistance, they can go upstairs to the registrar's office in this building right here on the 3rd floor. But for folks who need just to walk up and drop off their ballot, they can do that. And a little bit earlier this morning, we talked to a voter who did just that.
Real easy, real easy. Filled it out at home, brought it up this morning, dropped it in the box, and pick up my I voted sticker. If you don't vote, then you can't complain about what's going on. So you can't help make that change.
And back out here live, as you can see, there are friendly elections workers here to accept those ballots as drivers come up to this ballot box and are ready to drop them off. I see a few more customers here. They're busy. They're on their toes, ready to help out. And for people wondering if those ballots are going to go right into the ballot box, that's exactly what happens. The elections worker grabs the ballot, and you're seeing it all happen here as it happens. And then it goes right in the slot. You can stick around, watch it happen, or like that guy did, you can take off trusting the process. Reporting live in Stockton this morning, Melanie Wingo, KCRA 3 News.
So glad that we are getting to actually see that process happen live in real time. Melanie, thanks so much for that.
Yes, it's great.
All right, turning now to Solano County. They are also fully staffed and ready for voters.
The county follows a traditional polling style. That's where people are assigned voting locations. So voters didn't have access to early in-person voting locations. However, each registered voter did receive a ballot in the mail that can be dropped off before polls close at 8 o'clock tonight. John Gardner, the Assistant Registrar of Voters, says not adopting the state's Voters' Choice Act allows them to open more polling locations on Election Day. It also allows his team to have a dedicated response team in case anything goes wrong.
All of our polling places have battery power. We deploy a battery UPS unit that can run all of our equipment for 4 hours. We have temporary lights that run on batteries for 3 hours. So we can handle up to a 4-hour power outage anywhere.
Gardner says his team of rovers will also have generators that could be deployed to any polling place if they lose power today.